Hey y'all, it's me. Welcome back, my friends. I am so glad you are here. Today, me and Sunflower Tasha are doing our Crafting Our Horde collab. We do this the last Friday of the month, and I will have her channel plus all the ones that are listed in the playlist linked in my description box. Or, yeah, is it description box? Yeah, linked in my description box below. I think I do that because I usually say playlist, but they'll be linked in my description box below. So make sure you check out everybody. I know I always say that, but y'all, we try to support each other in this crafting community, and they really are some talented creators. So make sure you check them out. If you aren't subscribed to them, please do so just to support them and give their videos a lot of love, thumbs up, hypes, do all the YouTube things. I would appreciate it so much. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all know this used to be Craft Our Stash. So we're getting stuff out of our stash, which is now our hoard. And I've had this for some time. I did have it hanging up in my house because I thought it was cute, and that's when I did the farmhouse thing, but I'm just going to take this. Part of the paper was peeling on one, and I thought this is going to be easy. Actually, we need a teleporter for Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIYs because she can get these off most of the time, 9 times out of 10, with no problem whatsoever. Me and Sabrina have so much trouble. No matter how much water we put on them, we can't get them off, and all that glue didn't even come off. We would teleport Brenda gladly and then use her to get this off and teleport her right back to Oklahoma where she come from because I know she couldn't handle me and Sabrina. But anyway, so I scraped them off the best I could, and I gave them a good coat of Mod Podge, okay? And I let that dry with the help of a heat gun. And then I've got this paper, and I just measured my squares. I think they were almost four, so I want them right at that, because I don't want them, the balls in between there are just, they would be bugging me. So if I put the whole paper on it. So I'm just going to cut it down, and then the gaps, it wouldn't fit. So yeah, anyways, I'm cutting it down, and then I'm going to take, put my cutter up here, and I'm going to take my iron, and I'm going to iron these on. All right. I got to pay attention and make sure they all go the right way. I don't even remember now if I did them all the right way or the same way. I'm not using anything because this is thick cardstock, so that's why I put a lot of Mod Podge. So I'm just gonna heat them up and make sure they stick, okay? And then I go down in a downward motion. I've had people ask me, why do you have to go in a downward motion? And that's because if you go upwards, you have the chance of ripping your paper or peeling it back off. So you go in a downward motion, and then I took the tip of it and got down in those corners. Now I'm going to take and put a layer of Mod Podge on, and that's so I can lay transfers on it. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I bubbled up my paper. And it happens more times than not when you go to Mod Podge over scrapbook paper or paper magazines or anything like that. So I'll just take my iron, and this time I do use a cover, and I cover it up with parchment paper, and then I iron all my bubbles out again, okay? But you need a layer of Mod Podge, 1, so the transfers don't rip your paper, and 2, so they stick. So I got this little 2x4, and it's my screw by 4, because I screw down in it. I drill holes in it and put screws in it when I'm screwing and drilling holes for stuff, because that way it don't go through my glass or whatever. So now all I do is, y'all know how transfers work. You put them on, rub it down. If it doesn't stick, rub it again, and then pull until you can get that transfer paper up without the transfer on it. So I'm going to put these little cute little cows on all 3 of my, and then you burnish it down if you're able. Some of them you can't. It'll stick to it. So I got all 3 of them, and I'm going to take my Distressed Oxide in a color Walnut. This is Tim Holtz Ranger ink or something like that. I don't know. And I'm just going to go around the edges. Now, I got these little wood things, and they're cutouts from where I made some, like, photo corners or whatever. And I did this on my X tool, my laser cutting machine. So I'm going to take these and I am going to use them in the little divots, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what you call it. Those little, they're divots, inserts, cutouts. I don't know. But I'm going to do them all with the thing there. What is that stuff? Oh, my brain is not working today, y'all. Walnut stain. I did them all in walnut stain, and I'm going to put antique gold on them. Okay, I got these little butterflies. They're fingernail stickers, and I got them at Hobby Lobby on clearance for $1 and something. So I'm going to peel some off, and I'm just going to place them all around because some have butterflies and some don't, and I want them all to have butterflies. Plus, there's empty space, which makes my brain hurt, so we're going to fill up the empty space around there with some butterflies, okay? Then when I get that done, I'm just going to take this wood glue and I am going to put, the Dollar Tree wood glue is awesome. It sticks wonderful and it doesn't take long to dry at all. So I'm going to put that on these little corners and then I'm going to put them backwards on my little grooves there. I think I pick it up and I try to show you. My camera is so blurry when I do a close-up. It's not funny, but I do try to show y'all stuff. It just don't always work out. But I did that on all 4 corners, and there it is. And I guess that I'll show you in the final reveal. So now I have one of these little, these things are like chalk. Like, seriously, they soak up everything. But I'm going to give it a coat of Waverly plaster, even if I have to use water to help spread it out. But I didn't. The plaster worked great. So I gave this a coat inside and out. Or you can't get inside of it, on top and on bottom. Oh, if your brush is stiff, smash it like that and it'll limber that brush back up and then you can use it. But anyway, yeah. So now that that's dry and I put a coat of matte Mod Podge on there so my transfer would stick, I'm going to let that Mod Podge dry completely before I try to lay a transfer on it. So while that's drying, I've got these little canvases from, where'd I get, Walmart. They're really cheap. They're like $1 something, I think. I don't know. They're not real high. They come in a pack of 3, so I've got 3 of those little boogers. So I'm going to take 3 of these little cow transfers. If y'all haven't noticed, I'm trying to get rid of these transfers, but I'm just giving you some ideas. These turned out so stinking cute. I'm going to give these a coat of, well, no, I didn't give them a coat of Mod Podge. I didn't give them a coat of Mod Podge. I did have a little bit of trouble. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to take this tool because it was handy. I don't know where I put the other one. And I'm going to, well, no. Yep. I did give them a coat of Mod Podge. Y'all, my brain. I was thrifting yesterday. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, I give them a coat of Mod Podge and then stuck the transfers down. Y'all know how that rolls. And now I've got this piece of magnet that I bought for attaching my die cuts. And that works good. I'm into, not scrapbooking, junk journaling now. If y'all did scrapbooking back in the day, y'all, let me know. Throw me a hand up. Say, yeah, me. It is so much fun. I'm doing scrapbook journaling, so it's kind of like skirnaling or something. But anyway, it is so much fun. I'm going to show y'all a video because I have one coming up with junk journaling our way. That's coming up on the 30th, which is Monday. So, yeah. So, I'll show you that. It's going to be fun, y'all. Anyway, so I got these transfers on, and there's the tool. I had to struggle with it, but I got it. And then I do the edges and then put my magnets on, and then you have 3 little refrigerator magnets. And they're so cute. Now, back to this. And what am I doing down there? I have no idea what I'm listening to, looking at. Oh, I was Instagram chats yesterday were blowing up my phone. So, yeah. But anyway, these transfers I got off of Amazon. Now, listen. I'm not gonna bust on the transfers just yet. But I'm gonna tell you I didn't like it. It could have been the surface that I was trying to put it on. Okay? So, that's why I'm not busting on them yet. But I had the hardest time with these transfers, and it peeled up my paint, so I had to retouch up some places. It made me mad. It just tore me up. The first one I did one on it. This one came out better, but the first one I did, I had to peel it all off and redo the whole thing. I had to wash it, peel the stuff off, wash it, scrape it, and all that jazz. So once I got all the transfers I wanted on there, and they're super shiny, I put a ring around it with antique gold. No, it was just gold. Rub and buff. And then I'm going to take that out and seal it later. This one right here, I've got this wooden fence, okay? And this came from Dollar Tree a long time ago. I'm trying to clear out my stash. I'm determined to get rid of it if I have to put it in a yard sale. I'm tired of this stuff. But anyway, so I'm going to I whitewashed the fence, didn't like it. So I'm going to take this it's just burnt umber and water, and I'm going to stain it, and I didn't really like that either. So I took a baby wipe and just used straight up burnt umber paint by Apple Barrel, okay? And that's what I done. I wanted the fence a little darker than what it is, so yeah, that's what I did. And then after that, I took the white paintbrush, and you see I distressed it lightly. So now I'm going to take good old Elmer's PVA, and I'm going to try to cackle this thing. Cackle. That's what I'm doing now. That's what I do when I laugh. I'm going to attempt to crackle this board, y'all. And I'm just giving it a good coat. The more glue you have, the deeper and intense your crackles. Why can I not say that will be? So I'm wiping off my brush there. I'm going to use the same brush. So I'm going to give it a little blast with the heat gun and make it a little bit tacky. And then I'm just going to run my paint across it. Not doing too much strokes there. All right. And then I'm going to take my heat gun again. And I'm going to run it on there. And I'm going to hope to get some crackles. Y'all, when I do this, it doesn't always work out. I don't know what I do. And sometimes, if I Mod Podge something, I accidentally get cracks. And then I'm thinking, I didn't want those, but they look good. So yeah, win-win. I think I achieved some cracks. I'm not sure. So then I gave it a coat of good old Mod Podge, so your transfer sticks. Make sure everything is dry, or it will pull up your paint. The transfers won't stick. It would be a mess, okay? Just a mess. So rub it down. Y'all know the drill. Got it on there. So I'm going to take wood glue. I'm sorry for not showing y'all everything, but you know the drill to rub down a rub-on transfer. Y'all, I'm having speech issues today. Words are hard. So anyway, I'm trying to center this up the best I can, and then I'm going to get clamps. I'm going to get clamp. I guess I do say it like that. And I'm going to clamp that down, okay? I took out the big boys. But anyways, I buy these at Walmart and Harbor Freight. Depends on where I'm at. But anywho, yeah. So I'm going to clamp that and let that sit after I fix my clampers. Yeah. Y'all, I'm a mess. I think I'm fixing to show you the final reveal because I lost camera footage. I did. But y'all, don't forget the playlist. Check out my friend Tasha at Sunflower Tasha and all the rest of the crew down in the description box, all right? Check out the links now. Here is the final reveal. Y'all, I'm going to have to explain what I did to some of these, okay? But I still have to spray over them, but wouldn't that make the most beautiful trinket dish right there? Yes, it would. And I'm spraying them with clear acrylic sealer. So on this one, I just put moss. This is the footage I lost. I put moss down there and added some little flower bits I had, and then I added a wood butterfly and a wood, that ain't a ladybug, bee, and then added a twine bow. Y'all, simple, easy. I lost that. I thought I was recording and I wasn't. And then here are my little magnets. Y'all, I had some. You'll see me use them again. The fingernail stickers from Hobby Lobby were on clearance for $1 something. And they were butterflies and ladybugs. So I just added a few butterflies and ladybugs to it to fill up some empty space. And then there are, look, I added the sign. It says, "Not today, heifer." All I did was print that out on my printer and then put it on a piece of cardboard. But ain't that funny? And then I added screws down here and painted them black to just because it was bare and it needed a little something, something. So yeah, that's what I did. I didn't want to add a bow. So I think that one is hilarious. It is so funny. She's not having it. She's not today. She's taking a bath. And then there's that hanging, and there's the pieces that I added. That one is reading a newspaper, and I didn't notice it was tongue was hanging out. And then there's that one, and I added some more of those little butterflies. I have to spray over these with acrylic sealer as well. But yeah, ain't these just cutesy cutesy? I love them. They're the cutest little cows, and I'm trying to get rid of stuff. So yeah, win-win. Thank you so much for watching. You are a blessing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that YouTube jazz. I appreciate it. It helps my channel. Goodbye.